Ladies, and welcome back. Every single one of you. I hope you had a phenomenal summer. I will tell you, my summer went by super quick. It always does. Today, we're going to be discussing shattering your financial thermostat, why you secretly sabotage your own success. Ladies, we do this. We do it to ourselves. It's us against us against ourselves. When I say us, it's against ourselves. So before we get started, I just want to say like a quick little prayer for our children going back to school. May God bless them and guide them and surround them and their friends and the teachers with health, knowledge, wisdom, love, and joy. For every single kid out there, that's what we're praying. And for all your moms as well, wisdom, patience, love, and joy. Okay, so a couple of you don't know, but I'll tell you, this year, my daughter is a senior and I'm losing it. So the majority of the summer, I cried. And yes, I'm very emotional, extremely emotional. My husband's like, what do I do with you? I'm like, just let me cry. There's nothing you can do. I'm just grateful we have healthy kids. I'm grateful that we have this opportunity that they get to enjoy their last year and off to colleges. We toured a couple of colleges and my niece, the first granddaughter on my side, went off to college. And so it was a very emotional roller coaster in our household. And I don't know how you moms do it. You know, I'm going to tell you something, ladies, as moms, if you're young, listen to the words of wisdom. I hope the other ladies leave comments and tips for you young moms. But for the moms that have been through this, I don't know how you do it. I mean, kudos to you. It's like part of your heart and soul, it's pulled out and left in another city or state. And then the rest of you has to come and drag your body to be there for your family and your little ones, while part of your soul stays in another city or state. So many of you could relate. Give us tips, give us recommendations. We need them. We need them desperately. So we're taking that. Okay. So I want to discuss shattering your financial thermostat. And thermostat is an internal thing that we do to ourselves. And a lot of us, we're not even aware. Moms, ladies, young ladies, you're not aware. So everything you see in your surrounding is because you just believe that's what you deserved. And we're here for those that want to up level yourselves and move to a higher, what do you call it? I always say frequency or better lifestyle, which everyone deserves. There's nothing wrong with that. How we do that. We ourselves sabotage our own success a lot of times. And I want to discuss this for many reasons. The successes, I'll tell you, before we even get started, the success is great. The win's great. We celebrate you. We're happy for you. Woohoo. There's a lot of that. Things are moving and we're excited for you. But the people that feel like they're a little stuck, and I honestly believe, ladies, that it's all in between our ears. I truly do. I feel that once you do that little swap inside within you, everything changes. And just hear me out for a few minutes. I like to ramble, but hear me out for a few minutes and try to like really dig deep inside. And you'll know that we're doing this to ourselves. So a lot of people will blame the economy, will blame the government, whatever you want to blame. But I honestly feel that within us, we have the capability to level up our lives, not only our lives, but our children's lives. So let's get started. Let's cut all the bluff out today. I want you to look back at the last 8 months of this year of your real estate business or whatever business you're into. Just kind of do a little backtrack. I want you to look at the deals that fell apart in the last couple hours, the massive land deals or any business deals that you never followed up, the sudden exhausted urge to take a break right when your pipeline was finally overflowing. How many of you have done that? I'm guilty. This summer, hold on. I can't see you ladies. Yes, I'm raising my hand too. This summer, I did take that break and I'm feeling it now. I'm like, oh my God, I should have kept the foot on the pedal. But no, I mean, it was well deserved. I decided to dedicate my whole attention and time to my kids and the family. And that's what I did. So no regrets there. But we do have to keep a little pressure on the pedal to keep the car moving or the life moving, right? You tell your mastermind group that it was a market. You tell your family the seller backed out. But you ladies, everyone in here, you and I both know the truth. You killed the deal, you dropped the ball, you sabotaged it. And I hate to be so cold and just say it's you. But we do have to take responsibilities as a human being, we have to take responsibilities of every decision. Like, do I take a weekend off, a month off? Do we take, and you have to know that there's going to be consequences to every little decision that we make. So yes, I'm saying you tell your group, the group of friends or your mentors, business mentors that you have, that it's the market, you tell your family that the seller backed out. We blame the outside when really we're the ones that decided to just back down a little. We dropped the ball. Like many say, we sabotaged the deals that were coming through. We sabotaged the deals that were coming through. Why? Because you hit your invisible ceiling. We all have this self-belief that no one sees, not even ourselves. We can't see it, but it's there. It's the way you talk. It's the way you walk. It's your environment, everything. It's invisible and it's your thermostat. You hit that subconscious financial thermostat and then you can't go any further. You start telling yourself, okay, I'm tired. I did enough. You get comfortable, whatever the reason may be. And comfort is a killer. I'm guilty of it because I've gotten super comfy. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I could write this out for a year or two. And then I get super comfy. And then I'm like, oh my God, I need to keep moving. So don't get comfortable. Keep moving. Even if it's a little, ladies, if I could tell you anything, even if it's a little, keep moving. Today, we're going to dive deep into the most insidious enemy that you as a female investor face in the real estate market. It's not interest rates, although we like to blame the interest rates. It's not that it's male dominated in the room. And I am guilty of that. I've said that so many times. And I shouldn't say that because I know as women have the potential to dominate as much as males. So yes, it's not the male dominated rooms. It is in fact, ladies, your internal identity that is terrified of the wealth you say you want. Today, we're going to shatter that thermostat. The first part that we're going to focus on is the anatomy of self-sabotage. We have to know what it is, what we're doing to sabotage ourselves so we can stop it. So we're bringing back the camera and focusing it on ourselves. Think about the thermostat in your home, a simple metaphor. You set it at 72 degrees Fahrenheit. What happens when someone just leaves the door open? It gets up to 85, the AC kicks on, the systems panic and it starts pumping, the air is cycling to keep it right at 72. And it forces it to get back to 72, right? Our brain does the exact same thing with money, with relationships, with any type of business that you're doing. It does the same thing. It tries to keep it where you are comfortable with, what you feel is normal. And this is what we're going to try to get a little deeper into so we could cut that. You have a number in your head, you have a number in your head, a number you feel safe. You feel, okay, I deserve this. This is a number. Let's say your comfort zone is anywhere making 150 a year to 100 a year. Suddenly you land a massive farm or a massive ranch syndication and you're sitting down on a $400 payout. You should be celebrating, right? Well, no, I've caught myself like, oh my God, that's a lot. So it's what you do internally. You might not say it out loud, but it's what you're thinking inside that sabotages the whole entire deal. But what actually happens? Again, your internal thermostat screams. You feel it in your body like a little tightness, butterflies in your stomach. Warning, we're out of our league. We are too hot. This is not for me. This is not for us. This is too much. And all this is happening inside, and 9 out of 10, you don't even realize it. You have to become self-aware. And the sabotaging begins. You suddenly pick up a fight with your operating partner, your private lender, a survey guy. You just start picking fights. There's something that you're going to nitpick, and you start to overanalyze the inspection report, the survey, the terms and conditions. You will literally talk yourself out of this deal without even realizing. A lot of us, this is what we do. You stop prospecting because you feel burned out. You shrink back down, and then you just start doing the small deals. And I'm telling you this because I've done this before. As women, we are socially conditioned from a very young age to be grateful for what we have. That's been me. If I say anything around my mother, my beautiful, loving, caring mother, she'll say, Elizabeth, you should be grateful because your kids are healthy. Elizabeth, you should be grateful you have running water in your home or a roof over your head. Do you know that there's millions of families out there that don't have a roof over their head, or they have unhealthy kids? And she starts making me feel bad for wanting more. We should be grateful. Yes, I agree. But there's nothing wrong with wanting more. We're conditioned to not take up too much space, to kind of be quiet and be a lady. I've been told that too. How many of you ladies have been told that? Like, just keep your voice down and don't ask too many questions. No, we have to go out there, meet people, introduce yourself, network, know what your friends are doing, what they're passionate about, see how you can help them. So when we start pulling ourselves up to a elite level of wealth or another level of money, income coming in, the subconscious sets in and we're not even aware of it. You feel like an imposter. You think, who am I to make $1 million this year? Yeah, I see you ladies, you're raising your hands. Yes. And your brain will automatically engineer a failure to put you back in your 72-degree comfort zone. And we don't want that. So now that we're aware that we're doing this, because it happens internally and we're not aware, we just feel like this doesn't feel comfortable and we try to get back in our comfort zone. Now, ladies, we need our identity over strategy. I see women spending thousands of dollars on new marketing funnels, new CRM systems, advanced negotiation seminars. But listen to me, ladies. You cannot outmarket a poverty identity or a poverty self-image. And not that it's poverty. Let's just say you're like comfort at $150K a year. Nothing wrong with that, but we want more, right? So many people go around working, hustling. They don't even know why. They don't even know how to shift that. And I'm going to tell you, the moment I learned this, that your identity shifts everything around you, your work, how much you get paid, how much you have to work, it was a game changer for me. So I will tell you, if your identity is, I'm a hustler, what's the other term? I grind every day, whatever terms you use nowadays. I hear a lot of people saying outwork others. Whatever that term is, to make ends meet, you will unconsciously burn down any system that makes your life easier and highly profitable. It's unconscious. We're not even aware of it. So be careful what you say, because that's very extremely powerful. It will dictate your life. You are addicted to the struggle because your struggle is familiar. You're addicted to working day and night because that's familiar for you. You're like, I have to do all this to get this. But it's not true. I'm here to tell you that you don't have to work as hard. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear it because most people don't hear that. But I always told myself, everything comes easy to me. Everything comes easy to me. I don't have to work hard for it. And guess what? When I hear other people or in our little meetups here where it says, well, I have to work from 9 to 5 and then come home and do my investment courses with you and do the one-to-one. And I get tired just listening to you ladies. You do a lot and you don't have to. And it starts within. You need to make sure you change that and then everything will change. And it does take time. Don't think it's overnight. It can be overnight if you believe it. That's the key. But that's the thing. We're trying to make ourselves believe on something that we know that that's not true. That's the hard part. So to break this, you have to realize that wealth retention is an identity game. That's all it is. It's a game. We're in a game. And that's the way I like to see it. Why? Because when you say it's a game and it's fun and it's easy, guess what? Subconsciously, you start believing that, and it does become fun and it does become easy. So just try it. I would say give yourself 3 months of it's just fun. It's in games, fun and games, and everything comes easy to me. Write it down. Comes easy for me. And you will notice little things. Little things will change, but you have to pay attention. Most of us are on autopilot with our families, with work, with learning, everything else that you just outtune yourself. Ladies, once you realize that it is an identity game, not a strategy game, you have to divorce your self-worth from your current reality. Completely, like, just burn it, kill it, do whatever you have to do to the old you. And now living the new you, your new current reality, that you are a phenomenal female investor, that you are a phenomenal private investor, whatever it is that you want to do. And once you separate it yourself from the past to the current self, and that's changing you, once you create it, the new you as a successful investor, and it comes easy to you and opportunities come to you easy, you stop identifying with your past struggles and you have to completely cut them off. And at the beginning, you'll catch yourself like, oh my God, I have to do this. This is so hard. And nobody wants to sell to me or nobody wants to buy from me. Once you start noticing that, you're making changes. Kudos to you. Your past rejections and the times you were overlooked in the industry, you have to stop all that. Stop the struggle. Stop all that self-negative, self-sabotaging. Completely eliminate it. So ladies, yes, you must step into the new void and claim your entirely new identity before money even starts showing up. And this is the hard part because most of us, we like to see the money first and then we feel good and then we get excited and we're like, oh yeah, I'm a great investor. But no, it's the opposite. You have to change who you are inside to see your bank account reflect that. You have to look in the mirror and realize that making multi-seven figures isn't a fluke. And it's not. If I could do it, anyone could do it. Anyone could do it, ladies. Trust me. You're no longer the woman that hopes to get a seat on the table. You're the woman who buys the entire building where the table sits. But until your internal temperature matches that reality, you will continue to bleed out your own wealth. Ladies, you have to stop. I really feel like it's that simple. Just believing that you deserve it, believing that it's yours. I really believe it's that simple. And you won't know it until you try it. So how do we fix this, Elizabeth? How do we rip the thermostat off the wall? We must shock the system. I'm going to give you a massive action step right now, ladies. Do not continue to listen to this podcast or episode if you're not even ready to do this, because it's going to make you feel incredibly uncomfortable, but at the same time, you'll have your freedom back. Don't we all want that freedom back? Freedom to buy, to do, to be with our families as we please. So you're going to decide today. I call this the thermostat recalibration. Why? Right now, pull over, grab a pen. I want you to all write down the exact amount of money you need in your business checking account to feel comfortable, to feel comfortable and safe. Maybe for you, it's 50,000. Maybe for you is 100,000. Maybe for the lady next to you is 200,000. Whatever it is for you to feel comfortable and safe, write it down. Look at that number. Here, I'm writing it down too. Look at that number. That number is your prison. It's your prison because that's the number. That's where you set your thermostat. That's where your ambition is going to die. So every time you reach that number, you up level it. That's what life is about. Growth. If you're not growing, you're dying. The new girls that are here, I don't want you to think it's just about the money. We're here to up-level our lifestyles. to have more freedom with our families, the people that we love, and whatever wealth looks like to you. It could look, for me, it's having that freedom to do and be with the people that I love the most as I wish. I don't have to have all these luxuries. They don't make me happy. What makes me happy is being with the people that I love. That makes me so happy. That, to me, that's true wealth, and being healthy. I'm doing this because I know every one of you ladies here deserve more, and growth is natural. We have to grow. We have to shed the old and keep growing for something bigger and better. And again, it could just be spending more time with the kids. It doesn't have to be a bank account number. Okay. I just want to clarify that. So look at the number. That number is our little prison for the next year or two. That number is where our ambition will die. So once you reach that number, you want to set another number, or maybe just more time with the family, whatever it is for you. Now take your pen and aggressively cross it out. I want you to multiply that number times 2. Write that new massive number down in thick black ink. If your safety net was 100K in your bank account, it should now be 200K. And the reason why we want to multiply it by 2, because that is where our subconscious says, okay, this is where we feel safe. And you somehow, some way, you're going to stop producing more. So always shoot for more. That's why they say, reach for the star, reach for the moon. Even if you land in the stars, always go higher. So a quick call to action, ladies, for all the ones that are new, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow. Let me know what your comfort zone is and how you're shattering your thermostat. Okay, here we go, ladies. Are you ready? For the next 30 days, ladies, you are going to operate your entire real estate empire as if this new double number is your absolute bare minimum standard for survival. Because when it's a must, it will get done. If it's a wishful, hopeful, maybe, well, I wish, it will never get done. But when it's a must, it will get done. If your account drops below that number, you do not get comfortable. You operate with the fears, with the focus, with the urgency of a woman who is completely broke. And that's what a lot of us need. We need to light our souls on fire and say, I must, I have to, and I must, and I will. Once you get to I have to, I must, and I will, that will level you up. When you get an offer that barely moves the needle, you need to reject it immediately because your new thermostat demands bigger margins. Did you hear that, ladies? When you think about doing your own admin work, you stop because a woman whose baseline is 200K doesn't spend her time doing a 15-hour paperwork. We are here to uplevel you. You're going to feel the fear. You're going to feel the urge to retreat. Let it burn. Let it burn. Sit in the heat until your body realizes that you're not tolerating that. Your new normal is that 200K or whatever number it is for you. It's that new number that you set out to do. Stop shrinking. Stop self-sabotaging yourself. Shatter that thermostat and step into your elite identity and take what is yours. Go and execute, ladies. Don't let anything and anyone hold you back. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Bye, ladies. Talk to you soon.